Okay, so I'm here in Hocking County at our cabin, checking out the 17-year brood 5 of the cicadas. When the cicadas come out of the ground where they've burrowed and they've lived in colonies under the ground, feeding off of juicy roots, and now they've come up out of the ground so they can mate and they can start all over again. So this is all of the carcasses from after they've come out of their pupa stage that they've lived in the ground, basically looking like a beetle. They've got diggers on the front of their claws, helps them burrow. And then once they mate, they come up to the trees and they start going through metamorphosis. So one just flew by just now, which I thought was amazing.
Yeah, amazing little boogers.
So we're going to get a little closer. Going to look at the different stages here.
What?
So Papa's in the background as I'm taking my video.
Oh, you're taking video?
Yep.
I'm going out and hose off the dip.
This is one that's actually coming out of his shell right now. You can see the size of his wings as he's trying to pull out. And he's just about out. He's just about ready to pull out. So they actually find a piece of bark, lay their eggs in the bark, and when the eggs come out, they're about the size of a piece of rice. They actually fall to the ground. And then, believe it or not, even at that tiny little size, they're able to dig down into the ground, like I said, and start all over again. So what you see here is one coming out of its shell. Over here is one that is completely out, and he's already got his wings all nice and spread out. And here is one climbing up the side of the tree. He's actually looking for a place to lay eggs. Hopefully, maybe I can find one that's laying eggs. And keep in mind, I don't know if you can hear the background, but they are so loud, it's almost unbearable when you first hear it. Like a chime in the middle of the woods all around us. Here's another little guy. And this is only one tree, guys. One tree. We have multiple trees. Like hundreds of these trees are just covered with these little guys. They're harmless, by the way. They're an excellent source of protein. Our dog Miley, half German Shepherd, half Golden Retriever, has been eating them daily, which is like an instinct for her to get like amazing protein. My daughter Stephanie told me that she was at her dad's house 17 years ago when they were younger, and that he told her that the local zoo said to bag them up and bring them to the zoo because they're such a great source of protein. So Bill and I were talking about Naked and Afraid. I said, heck yeah, man, I'd eat them if I had to. Of course I would. I'd like to be on Naked and Afraid right now and be dropped in the middle of Hocking Hills. Bag those babies up, fry them up on the open fire, and chomp them down, man. Check this guy out. He's like so cool. He's just like, nah, 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 nah. Where am I going to lay my eggs? Anyhow, this is like so amazing. This one right here is just popping out. This guy right here has just planted himself looking for a place to pop out. I just think this is fascinating. It's amazing that God created this source of protein. This is the way I look at it, okay? Every 17 years, possibly, the earth is going through such a major change that there are many species that need to have a good source of protein. So, these little guys come up out of these holes. And just like little baby turtles or anything else that's tiny, some of them make it and some of them don't. I love this little guy right here. He's like down in the weeds. I might have to get a solo little photo op of you, buddy, because you're pretty cool. All right. Here we are, Hocking County, Ohio. This is our property. This is where we live. You can see we are surrounded by trees. This is our humble abode. And that's it. Thanks for watching my video on the Brood 5. Brood 5. Look it up. It's pretty fascinating. Peace out. God bless you. Rock on, Jesus.